Hello everyone, I'm News 2 Sylvia Castañeda. Thanks so much for joining me today for our News 2 Gives Back Hometown Hero Spotlight presented by Nashville Subaru. I'm so excited to be here as part of our Founders Day celebration for the month of June to support volunteerism. That's why I'm wearing this special t-shirt and why I'm here with Sarah Ann Winfield, who is the co-founder of Southern Stars, a beautiful nonprofit which we are honoring as our hometown hero for June. Tell us why Southern Stars is so special.
It's the realization of a dream for me, because when I was younger, I always hoped that I would be able to do something that paired horses with kids and adults that had special needs, because I've witnessed miracles happen because of that human-animal bond. And when Terry and I found out about NARA, as it was called back then, which is now Path International, which helps set criteria for therapeutic horseback riding programs. They gave us the information we needed to start Southern Stars. We got a lot of good people that we recruited to be volunteers and board members. We got our 501c3 registration from the IRS, and we opened in May of 2000. And yes, it's been some work, but we have had so many wonderful stories from the people that have come here as our students.
Talk to us about who you help and why this works.
We're going to have to give a lot of the credit to the horses, because we serve children ages 3 and up with a special need. That can involve either a physical or mental disability. It can involve a situation where the child has lost a parent or suffered some kind of a traumatic event. And we also serve special needs adults and veterans or first responders that have been injured in the line of duty. We actually do have a contract with the VA in Murfreesboro. So every once in a while they will send us a veteran that needs some kind of therapy that we can provide. Now, we are not a licensed therapist organization, but by the standards that are have been set forth by PATH, which is Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship, we are able to do some activities that help folks kind of continue what they have started with some physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, counseling for mental health. And when things are going kind of rough for them, like they have to get back out in the real world from being in a rehab facility, or children that maybe were getting their insurance was paying for physical therapy, and they were having to go through a lot of stretching exercises that hurt, then sometimes they can come out here, they can get on a horse, and because the horse's movement mimics that of a human being, the same muscles as when we walk are exercised. So these kids can have those muscles that are sore and tense and contracted exercised by being on the back of a horse. And the heat of the horse's body helps massage contracted muscles or muscles that are hurting because they're having to be stretched. And that's just kind of one example. The interaction that people have with horses helps build confidence, because they're guiding and directing and talking to an animal that can weigh over 1,000 pounds, and these horses are doing what they tell them to. And that's a real confidence builder for especially kids, but people that oftentimes are treated as though they can't do as much out there in the world. And for some of our kids, this is their baseball and basketball and games after school, because some of our kids can't participate in a team sport. So they can come out here, they can participate in a therapeutic horseback riding class, and then they've got something that they can go home and talk about.
I love this, and I love that you offer these courses, these classes for $20 an hour. So how can people help you? I know there's a wait list. How can people help to get more kids and adults on horses?
Our first need is always more volunteers. We run classes Monday evening, Tuesday evening. We're trying to open a class up Thursday evening. We were running Thursday evenings. We just lost ground on our volunteership. So we need volunteers because people would like to be able to come. They can come on Thursday evening if we have more volunteers. That's the only thing keeping us from opening another class. And we also have classes on Saturday morning. We always need more volunteers, and you don't have to have horse experience. We will train you, but as long as you're not afraid of a horse, what you're going to do as a volunteer is help walk beside so the students have a safety net. There isn't a lot of adaptive equipment for therapeutic horseback riding. It's our people, our volunteers, that help provide that safety net. And yes, we always need donations. I mean, any nonprofit will tell you that they're not going to turn aside donations. Terry and I do donate the use of our stables and our time, but we have paid staff. We have horses that we have to feed. Our program horses to feed, all 10 of them can run 500 or more each month, and that's just for feed. That doesn't count the $3,000 we spend to buy hay every year. Our barn lights cost us $100 a month. We have to pay for supplies to train our volunteers. She's getting the word about buying the grain and telling you, yes, we need that money for that grain. So there's just really veterinary fees and farrier fees. There's no limit to the expenses that we can use help with. And we do appreciate even groups that come out to help work on projects like Channel 2 is doing today. Such a big help because Terry and I are in our 60s and we don't have the energy we used to. So it really helps to have people come out and just, help us catch up on some of our projects. Like Channel 2 is working on putting up paneling on the outside of our tack room. They're helping us paint our pony/hay barn. They're helping us put up fencing so we can open up more pasture for our program horses. And all of that just is time consuming. It takes work. And groups like this coming out is such a big help for us. So volunteers for our program, groups to come out and help us with projects and donations, we can always use all of those.
Well, we're so excited to be presenting you as our News 2 Gives Back Hometown Hero for June because of the wonderful work that you do and have been doing for almost 25 years, 24 plus. What are your thoughts?
I won't lie. There have been times when I have sat in the middle of the floor and almost in tears thinking, I just don't know if I can keep doing this. And then some kind of miracle happens. Like Channel 2 coming out and helping us with projects, or somebody coming along with a donation we don't expect, or 4 or 5 new volunteers coming out and saying, we heard about your program and we want to volunteer, we want to help the kids. And it seems that we have truly had help from above to keep Southern Stars going all of this time, because we certainly couldn't have done it alone. We have a wonderful board of directors that helps us do things, especially with fundraising, and like we have an annual trivia night every year that we'd love for people to attend, and that helps us get the extra funds that we need to make up for the fact that we do not charge our students like we could, but then we would lose people because they wouldn't be able to afford us. It takes a lot of money to raise a special need child. And some we have single parents, we have some parents that have 2 children. It's a burden for them, and if we can keep costs down, then they can continue to come out and participate. So we have to make up that difference, and donations help with that too. So we're really appreciative of everything that anyone can do, and we're so appreciative of Channel 2 being out here. That's what has kept us going for almost 25 years.
Well, we hope you keep going at least another 25, 50, 100 more. And I want to let folks know there's just a beautiful, beautiful video that we produced with some of your families. So when you get a chance, please visit WKRN.com, go to Local on 2, then click on News 2 Gives Back, and then you will see under Hometown Hero this beautiful, beautiful story. Hear from some of the families and know that your help, whether it's through a donation, whether it is through volunteering, does change a life, does make a difference. Where can folks go to learn more? Give us your website.
www, and it's easier if you put that throw those 3 W's in front, www.southern, STARRS.org. Don't forget the 2 R's. We are not STARS, we are STARRS. That stands for Special Therapeutic and Recreational Riding Students.
Love it. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us today for our News 2 Gives Back Hometown Hero Spotlight presented by Nashville Subaru. We hope you have a great rest of the week and think about volunteering.